Hey, it's Holden from Run Pure Sports. I got a wide receiver this week getting tons of targets, and his salary is pretty darn low. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, hit those thumbs up buttons there. There's only one of them. Hit it once, give me a like, subscribe to the Run Pure Sports channel here on YouTube. Let's get right into this. I got a cash play, GPP play, and getting a little wacky. But first, we're going to go cash. And I think on DK, you really can't look away from AJ Green at this point. He's 4-5 on DraftKings. He's even 5-8 on FanDuel. I think he's fine tournament option there. But at cash against the Titans, he's got 24 targets the last 2 weeks, 15 catches, 178 yards. I mean, that's 16.4 DK points the past two games, and it looks like the workload's just going up. Tennessee, middle of the pack DVOA against wide receivers. And Green is tied with Boyd for the fifth most targets last week in the NFL. The Bengals passed the most in the NFL, 41.9 attempts per game. AJ Green at cash, feeling pretty good about that. Another play that kind of lends itself to DraftKings. It's a GPP play because there's a lot of cash options in the same realm as Keenan Allen. I think he's more of a GPP play on both sides, to tell you the truth. That's Keenan Allen going up against Denver. Love the volume. Love that he's feeling better. He looks healthy, battled a back injury. Then he came off the bye, had 10 catches, 13 targets, 125 yards last week. He's 11th in yards after the catch this season. That's huge, especially considering that he hasn't really been healthy this year until last week. 13 targets per game with Herbert under center if you throw out the New Orleans game because of injury. Only concern here is Denver. You know, they're good against wide receivers, but they're giving up a touchdown a game to wide receivers. Allen gets a lot of his points from catches, just a lot of volume, which is why I like him on DraftKings. Now it's time to get a little wacky, and I really like this man. His name is Brandon Aiyuk with the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Civ-like defense of the Seattle Seahawks. Aiyuk is 5'8 on DK, 5'9 on FanDuel, tournament play on both. Deebo Samuel likely out again. He's the number 2 pass option behind George Kittle, is who Brandon Aiyuk is. Had 7 for 115 last week against New England. And yes, the Patriots took away George Kittle. I expect Kittle to have a nice game too, but I think there's a lot there for Aiyuk as well. He has ran the most routes on the Niners the past 2 weeks. He has 2 games with 30-plus yards rushing, and the Seahawks are 28th passing defense in DVOA. They are abominable. Is that the right word? Abdominal, abominable, awful. Let's just use awful there. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks to Simon back in the studio for making me look pretty. Be on the lookout for the quarterback, running back, and tight end positions as well. I'm Holden, and keep running pure.